welcome back to Life in Every Season. It's been a little while since we've posted anything. We've had a lot of life happen. Just a quick synopsis so that the rest of this video makes sense. In the early part of 2022, we moved to the eastern part of the Tennessee Smoky Mountains, and we bought a little house with a couple of acres of land. The house was sturdy, but it desperately needed remodeling and updating. And that's what we've been focusing on since February of 2022. Today's video is going to show you something that I was so excited to get in the last week and a half, which is our open shelving closets. We've been living out of totes, out of shelving with just our clothes stacked in it, and 2 nightstands that are on either side of our bed since then. So when we got this installed last week and we were able to start opening up our clothes and hanging them up, it was like I had a whole new wardrobe. So the video today is going to kind of show you very briefly what the steps were. This was custom built by our contractor, Dale Haygood, and his friend and co-worker, Tom. And we actually had a second one built exactly like this in the second bedroom, so they would be matching. The amount of space in here is amazing because I've got most of my working wardrobe in this. I've still got some space here for some other cubbies. I do plan to buy some more cubby boxes. I'm just trying to think out what colors I want to put in there. But we're really excited to finally have at least our bedroom finished. We've only got a few other things to do, but I'm going to let you see what this is about, and then we'll post the other videos about the other rooms.
So here's our contractor, Dale, and his worker, Tom, and they're custom building the shelves. What are those straight lines that he's putting in, Bruce?
Those are the cleats that will hold the shelf up, and then cleats attached to the side. The shelves are attached to the cleat, and it's basically a support.
Okay.
And it's holding, we've got 2 1x12 pound boards that we made the closet out of. So that also helps pull those boards together. We talked about a lot of different things, like using pocket hole jig and screws, but ultimately we went with this. It's faster. That little nail gun they've got, not little, but just that shoots the fine nails, is really fast for them to get it together and go.
I was really thankful that Tom was sanding everything down so that it had a very nice smooth surface, because you'll see later polying that it wasn't difficult. And here's the diagram you drew for him.
Yeah, I tried to put something together they would have. I did this in Excel, my favorite friend, and gave him something a little rough to work with. Instead of just putting it on the back of a napkin with a marker, that was a little bit better, and they got most of the dimensions were close enough that they could take it from there.
So you can see here they're starting to set up the closet in our bedroom, and there was a lot of work that went involved.
Originally the closet was designed to have 2 boards on that right side there, but we decided we wouldn't do that because it would cover an outlet. We'd have to pull the outlet through, make it deeper, so it worked, and it would cut into the trim on the window, that little peak there by Tom's shoulder. You can't see
there. It is.
That so it worked out better, and it saved 2 boards to just, since we already have pine walls, to start by attaching it in the corner on the pine tongue and groove. We designed this so there's kind of a men and women's side, or a place to put long hanging, I was thinking dresses. It could be any piece of clothing that's long, but there were
coats.
Anywhere where Tom's working there on right against the wall, that's full length to the floor to put hanging items, dresses, long coats.
Oh look, they had fun bringing that in through the window.
Yeah, our house looks like, was teasing that hoarders live here because we're living in the house while we're remodeling. So yeah, it's a challenge to say the least. And the house isn't big. We're about 1,100 or 1,150 square feet. So it's been fun. You learn how to organize, and
We joke and say we're playing Tetris because some stuff has been moved literally 7 or 8 times, because when they finish a room, we have to move all the stuff out of one room into the finished room so they can work on the next room. And it gets frustrating, but when you see a finished room, or our bedroom is finished, it's just so gratifying. And Dale and Tom do really good work. I'm very pleased with their craftsmanship.
yeah, and there you can see the cleats.
Yep, that's the lines you were telling me about.
Yep, and the board's set on those, and they'll attach. And they're using screws, trim screws on the shelves. We decided to do that, and there's my hand pointing out something. I guess there was a mark on that board. I was asking them to flip it. I try to stay out of the way, but they've been good at letting us, be there and be involved. We have done all the paint and poly. We do a lot of the cleanup. Some of the demo we do, so it's been a good collaboration that you can find a contractor that'll do that, and that it's usually the two of them working together. So, and they only come 1 or 2 days a week, so we can kind of catch up because we're working full-time jobs and we're trying to do this and moving a box 7 times. So if you're planning to remodel and live in it, just
Be patient.
be patient. Remember, you're going to have to move things 7, 8, 9 times, and get your mind right that you can. This is not a sprint race, it's an endurance. It's going to take a while. We've been at this since February. This was done toward the end of June, 1st of July. We're looking at probably mid-September before we're finished. We have, you'll try to show in other videos. We've been so busy we couldn't get it all done at one time, but we'll show you exactly. We're doing a gut rehab of the house, new siding outside. It's a big job.
Well, there I am polying. We got some really good poly from a local shop in Johnson City, and it's their brand of polyurethane, and it went on really well. It dried really quickly. We were able to get 2 coats on the flat surfaces, and that's the makeshift closet we've been living out of since we moved here.
$60 off Amazon. It was great. It actually had a cover where if you're sanding drywall, you could keep the clothes reasonably clean, because expect that too. If you're doing drywall work, you're going to have a layer of white dust on everything you own.
And a lot of those clothes were still some winter clothes because we moved in the winter, and it was so fun finding summer clothes.
And we plan to do more of those little fabric cubes. I think Cube is the buzz name to look them up on Amazon. But we're still figuring out that closet has a lot of storage. It was way faster than framing a closet, putting sheetrock on it, having some sort of door system. And as you walk in the door, you just see the pine.
Yeah. But there it is. We thank you guys so much for coming along for the ride, and we'll have some other videos soon.